Is this somebody I would be willing to be a friend with?
Yeah.
Do they entertain me?
Yeah.
Do I feel safe around them?
Yeah.
Like, these are the things that I look for, right? And then, what's their hygiene like? Do they smell funny?
Yeah.
Are their nails clean?
Look at the teeth. Check them out.
You gotta check them teeth.
Yes,
Is it
yes.
like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
Is Common in this book? Did you put Common in here?
There's a lot of common men in there.
A lot of common men.
But he's not in that book.
He's not in there.
No.
How were you?
I've learned.
Yes.
Everybody don't need to be in your story. Let them tell it.
So.
But he didn't, like, that was a great relationship. So I had nothing, like, this is like stuff that went,
Yeah.
hard
But his was a
times.
good relationship.
That was a good relationship.
Do you care that he's in another relationship with Jennifer Hudson?
No, I love Jennifer. I hope they're having fun.
Yeah.
That's not, I mean, it was weird how it ended.
How did
But
it
it's
end?
like, it was weird. I would just say this. It's like you remember when you was a kid?
Yeah.
And you be on a play date
Yeah.
and y'all like playing and having a good time. And then all of a sudden, y'all like sliding down the slide and then you turn around and you go, where did they go? Where did they go? And you see them like waving at you and they mama carrying them and they like, bye. That's what it was. Like, hey, we was playing.
fun.
We was having fun. Why you stop the fun?
Why do you stop the fun?
All right, so Tiffany Haddish ain't biting her tongue after catching wind of all the chatter about Jennifer Hudson and Common. But it ain't just their lil love story that got Tiffany heated. Folks are out here whispering that Jennifer might be carrying Common's baby, and here's where it gets really messy. Tiffany is out here saying Common straight up lied to her, telling her he wasn't about that marriage and kids' life when they were together. But now, he is all up under Jennifer Hudson, not just talking about marriage, but ready to build a whole family. So the real question is, Tiffany just struggling to let go, or is she actually putting folks onto the truth? This tea is piping hot, and we are breaking it all down.
Everybody don't need to be in your story. Let them tell it.
So.
But he didn't, like, that was a great relationship.
All right, let's take it back to when Tiffany Haddish and Common first linked up. Their spark started on the set of The Kitchen back in 2019, and what started as on-screen chemistry turned into something real behind the scenes. Fans were loving them together, calling them one of Hollywood's most unexpected but dope couples. Tiffany was real vocal about how Common made her feel seen and appreciated. Every time she spoke on their relationship, she gushed about how he was the best man she'd ever been with. But like most Hollywood love stories, it wasn't all smooth sailing. As time went on, the cracks started showing. Tiffany, always keeping it a buck, was clear about what she wanted: a real future, marriage, kids, and stability. She was looking for something long-term. But Common, he wasn't exactly trying to lock things down like that. Word started spreading that he wasn't really about marriage or settling down anytime soon. While Tiffany was out here envisioning a life together, Common seemed like he was already halfway out the door. By the end of 2021, it was a wrap. And let's just say the breakup was far from quiet. Tiffany spoke on it publicly, making it known that Common wasn't all the way honest about why things ended. She even hinted that he might have been entertaining someone else while they were still together. Now that's where the drama really starts unfolding. Tiffany's disappointment was loud and clear. She straight up said she felt blindsided. She had put her whole heart into that relationship, while Common seemed like he was slowly backing out. Fans had her back too. A lot of folks dragged Common for what they saw as a pattern, jumping into relationships but never really locking it down. But just when Tiffany thought she was healing and moving on, here comes Jennifer Hudson, and suddenly everything flipped upside down. Fast forward to 2022, and Common's name started getting linked to Jennifer Hudson. The two had reconnected while working on Breathe, and it didn't take long before folks started noticing their chemistry. At first, they tried to play it cute and act like nothing was going on, but by this year, it was clear these two were a thing. They started popping up at events together, looking all booed up like the happiest couple in Hollywood, and this time, Common wasn't hiding anything. In interviews, he's been out here singing Jennifer's praises, calling her the blueprint for the kind of woman he could see himself settling down with. But the comment that really had people shook: if I ever get married, it'll be to her. Now hold up, this the same man who dodged the marriage convo for years? That was a bold statement. Fans couldn't help but compare how he talks about Jennifer versus how he used to talk about Tiffany. And let's be real, the difference is huge. Suddenly Common is out here acting brand new, looking all in love, when before, he was hesitating. So naturally, the internet had questions. Had Common really changed, or was Jennifer just the woman who finally made him see a future worth locking down? Either way, their relationship quickly became the hot topic in Hollywood, with folks debating whether this was growth or just Common being Common.
Is this somebody I would be willing to be a friend with?
Yeah.
Do they entertain me?
Yeah.
Do I feel safe around them?
Yeah.
Like, these are the things that I look for, right? And then, what's their hygiene like? Do they smell funny?
Yeah.
Are their nails clean?
Look at the teeth. Check them out.
You gotta check them teeth.
Yes,
Is it
yes.
like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
Tiffany Haddish was not here for it, and she made sure the whole world knew it. If there's one thing about Tiffany, she ain't the type to stay quiet. And when it came to Common and Jennifer Hudson's situation, her reaction was loud and clear. Over the past few months, Tiffany has been throwing major shade Jennifer's way. Now, she ain't exactly name-dropping, but best believe fans have been connecting the dots on her cryptic comments. In one interview, she straight up hinted at betrayal, saying, "It's funny how folks act like they're your friend, then turn around and take what's yours." Now, if that ain't a direct shot at Jennifer, I don't know what is. People are convinced Tiffany was implying that Hudson slid in right when she was finally getting Common to reconsider marriage and kids. But oh, it doesn't stop there. Tiffany has also been on social media, throwing even more fuel on the fire. She's been out here liking posts that seem to come straight for Jennifer and Common's relationship. One post even said, "Some people will never be happy because they're too busy living someone else's life." Now, she never confirmed that it was about Jennifer, but let's be real. The timing had everybody side-eyeing, and just like that, the internet is split. Some folks feel for Tiffany, saying she's just a woman scorned, still hurting from how things played out. But others, they think she's doing too much, dragging this drama way longer than necessary. Either way, one thing is for sure, Tiffany is gonna speak her mind, whether people like it or not. Social media has been on fire over this, with folks telling Tiffany to let it go. Tiffany needs to let it go. Comments clearly happy with Jennifer and Common. Another added, "She's just making herself look bitter at this point." But let's be real, not everybody is against Tiffany. Some fans are out here saying she has every right to be mad if Common really started vibing with Jennifer before things were officially over with her. If he was already talking to Jennifer while still with Tiffany, she has every right to feel betrayed, one fan pointed out. So is this really about Jennifer? Or is Tiffany just working through the pain of a love that didn't go how she thought it would? Honestly, Tiffany's frustration seems deeper than just jealousy. This ain't just about Jennifer Hudson as a person, it's about what she represents. Jennifer is living the love story Tiffany thought she had, but ended up losing. Tiffany has been real open about how much she put into her relationship with Common. She truly believed he could be her forever person. So now, watching him turn around and give Jennifer the love and commitment she was hoping for, that has to feel like a slap in the face. So is Tiffany justified in her anger, or is this just a case of some lingering heartbreak she needs to work through? It's complicated because betrayal, especially when it's this public, is not easy to just let go of. But while Tiffany is out here still dealing with her emotions, Jennifer and Common seem bothered and full speed ahead, ready to take their love to the next level.
Is Common in this book? Did you put Common in here?
There's a lot of common men in there.
A lot of common men.
But he's not in that book.
He's not in there.
No.
How were you?
I've learned.
Yes.
Everybody don't need to be in your story. Let them tell it.
So.
But he didn't, like, that was a great relationship. So I had nothing, like, this is like stuff that went,
Yeah. Yeah,
hard
but his was a good
times.
relationship.
That was a good
Do you
relationship.
care that he's in another relationship with Jennifer Hudson?
No, I love Jennifer. I hope they
Yeah.
have fun.
Yeah.
That's not girl.
Just when it seemed like the dust was settling, bam, new rumors just poured gasoline on this fire. Word on the street is that Jennifer Hudson and Common might be expecting their first child together. The speculation hit a whole new level when Jennifer popped up at events rocking some loose-fitting outfits, and insiders are whispering that the couple is closer than ever and ready to start a family, and that ain't all. There's also talk that Common might be gearing up to put a ring on it. He's been out here in interviews gassing Jennifer up, calling her the one, and even saying, "With Jennifer, I feel like I finally found someone who matches my energy and my heart." That one line alone got people convinced that an engagement is coming real soon. For fans, this is a whole shift in Common's vibe. For years, he's been dodging commitment, even when he was with women who made it clear they wanted something serious. But with Jennifer, suddenly he's all in. No hesitation, no excuses. It's looking real obvious that he sees Jennifer as his endgame. But where does Tiffany fit into all this? As Jennifer and Common keep moving forward, Tiffany's role in this whole situation raises bigger questions about closure, healing, and knowing when to let go. Will she keep throwing shade and keeping the drama alive, or will she finally step back and let them have their moment? One thing's for sure, fans aren't holding back. Social media is full of folks giving Tiffany some tough love, telling her it's time to focus on herself instead of revisiting old wounds. You can't make someone love you, and holding on to the past only hurts you more. One fan summed it up perfectly, echoing what a lot of folks have been saying. Tiffany's energy would be way better spent on her own growth. Others pointed out that heartbreak is something everybody goes through, but the real test is how you bounce back. This whole situation has also sparked a bigger conversation about self-worth and knowing when to let go. Sometimes letting go is the biggest gift you can give yourself, another fan commented, stressing that holding on to a relationship that's already broken usually does more harm than good. Relationship experts say the same thing. Moving on ain't about forgetting the past, it's about choosing yourself and your happiness over pain that's dragging you down. And listen, Tiffany is known for her resilience and humor. She's got a real chance here to flip the narrative. Instead of dwelling dwelling on what didn't work, she could pour all that energy into herself, healing, growing, and reclaiming her joy. Heartbreak is tough, no doubt, but it can also be a turning point, a chance to rediscover who you are outside of the relationship and what really makes you happy.